again. It's a rhinestone.
Welcome back to another video, guys. Hey, I'm back. But guys, guess what we've not done? What have I forgot to do? My Birthstone series for March. Aquamarine is the Birthstone for March. I did remember around the 10th, 11th and thought I need to get that done this week. Totally forgot. I was going to skip it, but no, we're going to do it. So, bit of a long video. I'm using Born Pretty's extension gel, hard gel, builder gel. I love that colour, nude pink. But it is a little bit of a stiffer consistency. It's personal preference. So, I've stuck it on my heat coaster. I just keep it on the lowest 35 because it's hot enough. If I can find this on Amazon, I'll stick it in my Amazon store. If not, I'll find you a link for AliExpress. Fantastic for those thicker gels if you want them a little bit runnier. So I've pulled some bits out of the Colorfuljuly box, April box. That's the water paints. And this is the mylar. So I'm going to be sticking to the, obviously the aqua, bluey, greeny colours. And this came in a previous box. It's a blue metallic. And this is like a aqua. I don't think I used that colour actually. And I've pulled out some little shell pieces that I already had. Bluey, greeny, aquary kind of colours. And these are the tips that I'm using. These are Glitter Planets Easy Tips in Stiletto. Going for a long pointy set today. So, bit of prep. You need to get all the shine off your natural nails. Just give your nails a buff or a fine grit file. Get all the shine off your natural nails. I'm gluing these tips on just using regular air dry nail glue. Make sure you pinch them tips in at the sides so them side wings are not sticking out. So now I am just, where the tips have been glued on, I'm just going to file over that just to blend it in with the natural nail. Mostly those side wings, I like to file them right down. And then I'm going to use a buffer and again buff off all the shine, get all the shine off all of those tips. And this is where you would use your dehydrator primer. Obviously I'm skipping that because it's a practice hand. And I'm just going to go straight in with Born Pretty's base coat and give all these nails a nice thin even coat of base coat. You don't have to base coat over the whole tip. You can just base coat your natural nail if you don't want to waste your base coats. Yeah, just base coat your natural nail and then stick them in the lamp for 30 seconds. Right, I'm going to start with these water paints. I'm just going to use this aqua colour and the darker colour. And yeah, they're just water paints, so just get any little brush, any little soft brush will do. And a little bit of water and just dab the water in the paint like that and just paint away on the nail. I didn't want to completely cover the free edge. I still wanted to have transparent bits, so I'm literally just doing little wiggly lines with the aqua and the darker blue. Just little squiggles. And this air dries, so I'm just going to leave that to air dry just for a couple of minutes. So whilst they're drying, I'm just going to snap up a little bit of blue shell. I've got some white rainbow kind of shell. I've just snapped loads of little tiny bits up in there. And I've got this little pot of teeny weeny ones. They're really cute. I really like them. And again, I'm going to use Born Pretty's base coat. I'm not going to cure this base coat. I'm just going to start adding bits of the blue, white, green mylar and little bits of the shell. I'm just whacking all sorts in these. I'm just sticking to the parts that I've painted. I don't want any up that top area. So yeah, pointer and pinky are going to be the same. I will just keep showing you one nail, but they're both going to be the same. And once I've filled these tips with all these bits and bats, they're all going to get a 30-second cure in the lamp so that they stay where they are. So using the Born Pretty builder gel now, I'm just going to do a nail bed fade. So just a small bead really. I'm going to just push it and tuck it into that cuticle area, and then I like to kind of pat it and pull it and tuck it down them side walls, and then I'll just kind of swipe side to side as far down as you want that fade to be. And when you want to start fading it, just use the very, very tip of the brush, and just feather it off, just fade it off really, really gently with the tip of that brush. And then I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 30 seconds, just to half a cure. This builder gel, 90% of hard gels, builder gels, they need 60 seconds. But in between layers like this, I just do a 30-second cure, and it'll get a full cure at the end. So I'm just going to do exactly the same as what I've just done with a second layer. So like I said earlier, I've done the pointer finger off camera exactly the same. Don't worry about how it looks, we need to file and buff them. So this middle nail, I want to do a nail bed. So I'm just doing a slip layer, just marking out where I want that nail bed to go. These slip layers, they just help your gel glide so much smoother. And same as the other nail that I just showed you, tuck it and push it into that cuticle area. But instead of tucking it down them side walls, I'm just going to start swiping it side to side. Quite small swipes to keep it. I kind of wanted a narrow nail bed, but I ended up making it too big. You'll see at the end. But I'm just going to pull it down into a little kind of rounded off point. And then I'll swipe it up the sides just to get it looking more like a nail bed. Yeah, I had in my head this nail bed needed to be narrow because I wanted to put another colour of another band. You'll see in a minute, but I ended up making it too wide. But these nails turned out wicked, they really did. So I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 30 seconds, and I'm going to give that another layer. I think I gave it another 2 layers. I'll just show you doing one more, exactly the same. Now, I wish I left that nail bed like it was, but I pulled out this builder gel. It's a white, but it's got a beautiful, beautiful iridescent kind of hollow shimmer, and it's like meringue. That's the only way I can describe it. It's the lightest, fluffiest gel I've ever worked with. This would be brilliant for building a full nail, but for what I used it for, it was so difficult, but I just loved the milkiness and the shimmer it had going through it. Yeah, I'm trying to show you, the camera just doesn't pick it up. So what I wanted to do was put a band around this nail bed. So I'm just going to give these a quick file off camera today, guys, because the video's so long. And I'm going to paint around the wall of that nail bed with this Aquacolor. And that's going to go in the lamp for 30 seconds. Just paint right up the side of that nail bed. Right, and now using this meringue fluffy stuff, I wanted to do a thin, about a quarter of a centimetre thickness, just a band around this nail bed. It was so difficult to manoeuvre about, so I have skipped some of it because I was faffing forever. If you're doing this, maybe just use a normal builder, yeah, something a bit easier. This was so difficult. So I'm going to stick that in the lamp anyway, and I'm going to give that a file. Same way I've filed the first one, same shape, just leaving a little band around that nail bed. So that's what we're looking like. I mean, I liked it, I just did it far too wide. And again, I'm going to paint another blue band. I'm just showing you there's a couple of white speckles in it as well. I was really pissed off with this nail. So yeah, I'm just going to paint another blue band around that nail bed now. And then I'm going to leave it as it is. So for the free edge, guys, I'm going to do exactly the same as what I did on those first two nails. So I'm not going to show you too much because yeah, it's exactly the same as what I did on those first two nails using the water paints. And whilst them water paints are drying, I thought I'd do this nail. This is just going to be a full nail using the hard gel. So again, a really nice thin slip layer to help that gel glide a little bit better. Pushing it into my cuticles and sides, and I'm just going to swipe it side to side. Try and have your nail pointing downwards, and gravity will just naturally help it pull down the nail, and just guide it with your brush. Make sure you always swipe up and down them sides, because if there's any hanging over them sides, you're just going to have to file it off in a minute. So always make sure to swipe up and down them sides. Keep the gel the same shape as the tip, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to give that a quick half a cure, and then I'm going to go in with a really thick bead just to build up that apex and strength, because these are long ass nails. So yeah guys, this nail is just going to be exactly the same as those other two nails, using the base coat to put all the mylar and little bits of shell pieces and stuff in. So yeah, I'm only going to show you just quick little snippets, because it's exactly the same as how I did those first two nails. Right, so now we need to get all these shell pieces and stuff all encapsulated and finish building these nails, because there's no strength or structure or anything on the middle and tips of these nails, is there? So yeah, just a nice generous thick bead of that clear, and I'm just swiping it really gently so I don't get any air bubbles, because there's loads of little gaps and bumps and lumps in between all these shell pieces. So yeah, just swipe it down really gently, try not to get any air bubbles. And yeah, try and get it as flat as you can, just to help when it comes to filing. I'm going to just show you this one and the nail bed, middle nail, and this cures in the lamp for 60 seconds as well. And again, I'm going to do all my filing off camera today. Right guys, so that is them all filed, all buffed, looking nice. So I'm going to use Born Pretty Super Top Coat, best super top coat ever, best glossy top coat, guys. If you're looking for a top coat for your natural nails that doesn't scratch and it doesn't dull, absolutely fantastic top coat. I say it every time I use it, and you can get 20% off using my code Aggie20. No, it is though, it's fantastic top coat, I love it. So I'm getting all these top coated, and then we're going to bling them up. So I'm going to use this Summer Skies mix from Alina Crystals. This is Sarah Birchitts, that's all her details there. Yeah, if you want to screenshot them and save them. It's just full of all different blues. It's got aqua blues, metallic blues, it's got AB. I'm going to use the aqua blue. They've got a kind of AB shift on them. They're really, really pretty. And I've pulled out some of my crystal clear rhinestones and a couple of AB rhinestones. And I'm going to use this. Look at this. It's like a little crown shaped thing, isn't it? With aqua blue gems. Perfect. And I'm going to use one or two of these the little half pearls. They've got a really nice colour shift on them. Kind of like the shells that I've used. So I thought they'd be pretty. And as always, I've got my caviar beads that I like to put in between all my rhinestones. So I'm just going to show you this one nail, guys, because there's a lot of gems. I do add gems to the other nails as well, but yeah, I'll just show you doing this one. I'm just using a rhinestone glue, and I like to just do a few gems at a time and just flash cure them into place. You don't need to do them all in one go because they'll just slide about and be a pain in the arse. So yeah, I like to just do, especially when I'm doing big placements like this, just do a few gems and then freeze them into place. So yeah, I'll just let you watch, guys, and I will be back at the end. I am so glad I decided to do this set. I was going to skip it this month just because I'm so late. Just got so much going on and I've just been away for a few days, but no, I'm so glad I didn't skip it because these are beautiful. I love them. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I will try and do next month's Birthstone series a little bit earlier in the month. But yeah, that is it. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care, bye.